Sweet potatoes are helping families get through some tough economic times. Producer Donna Campbell met the volunteers of the Society of St. Andrew. These folks glean fields throughout North Carolina for fresh vegetables that somehow miss being harvested. The sweet potato fields are a prime destination during harvest season. The Society calls it the Yam Jam.
Got a lot of flavor, keep you leaning me. You really gonna love them a lot. Just listen to what they've got.
North Carolina is the #1 producer for sweet potatoes, and every year in the first couple of weeks of October on a Saturday, we have 700 to 800 people come out to glean sweet potatoes. We have a 35-acre field that a farmer has donated. He's already harvested the field, got all the potatoes he wants, and so we've got people out here working very diligently to make sure that we fill pickup trucks that are going to local feeding agencies, and we're going to fill them all up and send them on so that people tonight will be eating fresh sweet potatoes that they couldn't afford to get them on their own. We have people from scout troops, we have families, we have church groups.
There are people from all over the state, many different denominations, many different organizations. They all come together once a year to glean the fields.
It brings everything together. First of all, a lot of kids nowadays don't know even where the potatoes come from. They think you go down to your local grocery store and buy them, and that's where your food comes from. So for them to be able to see them, be out and harvest them, and then even some of them are involved in taking it to the feeding agencies, so it helps raise awareness for our children that there are people that are needy and that they should do something to help them, and they're spending a day out playing in the dirt.
If you mind getting dirty, you're in the wrong place. It's a value that we need to teach the kids nowadays. You know, we need them to know where the food comes from, for them to be able to go to the field and see that it doesn't grow at food line. You know, it's really a good thing for them. I think that they really, whenever they get back to the table and they're eating whatever it is they've gleaned, it's even better to them.
It teaches them at an early age the idea of missions and seeing the needs that our communities have. Last year it was pretty hard on the agencies. I think the demands are going to be greater. I think there's still possibilities with farmers opening up their hearts to not let the food rot in the ground and let volunteers come out and glean the fields. The potatoes that we received today will feed so many people.
Last year in North Carolina, we saved about 5 million pounds of produce. We've had a lot more demand because the price of fresh produce just keeps going up, and the number of people that don't get enough to eat in North Carolina keeps going up. There's about 1.7 million people that don't get enough to eat every day. And so we just are trying to add a little bit to the canned food, the packaged food that they get so that they can have fresh produce. So this could be on people's tables tonight.
I've been homeless before by choice. As a teenager, I stayed with a few of the homeless people. We lived in a car. And when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you know, then you look at it a different way.
We have people that are sacrificing their time and their energy and nice, beautiful Saturday mornings to come out and say, well, what little bit can I do to make a difference?